What's good, friends and family? This your boy Rogue Scientist back to you with another video. Today we're going to discuss, or moreover, an idea. And these just came in the mail today, so I'm like really excited to share this with you for my next deck for the competitive field. So these guys we're going to try to take to locals and make them competitive. So your boy is back on his OTK stuff again, and we're going to try to make these competitive. So right now, this is a short video explaining these two cards, Numeronius, Numeronia, and Numeronius. So we're going to actually pull these off with the skills and resources I currently have, and we're going to make this highly, and I mean highly, competitive without the use of meta cards. So this deck is going to be extremely control based, and it's going to counter pretty much every meta out there with the cards I'm going to be using. So the goal of this deck is to pretty much OTK your opponent, and if you're able to get the big boys out in terms of a grind game, then you pretty much got the duel locked in. However, what if your opponent can't play? Or what if you stop your opponent from playing and it gives you pluses? So not only that, we're going to control the board, but as many people know that Numerons are going second deck. And that can be somewhat a disadvantage because your opponent will have a full board setup and you have nothing to counter against it. However, once I get done putting my final touches to this deck, this can be either first or second. You'll be so amazed that you really want to go first with this deck so that you can set up for your Numeronia. And with Numeronius, he pretty much doesn't have any good effects other than you can detach a disease material to pop a card, and at the end of the battle phase he destroys all monsters. So you can just sit there, just go standby main, battle phase, then end of the battle phase he pops all cards, all monsters. However, Numeronia is pretty much the pinnacle of Numeronius. And what he does is, on your opponent's turn, he has an Armor Tile Chaos Phantom effect where Armor Tile gains 10,000 on your opponent's turn, but he gains 100,000 attack and defense on your opponent's turn. And you can detach a card from him to negate the attack, and your opponent has to battle it. And if they don't battle it, at the end of their turn, you win the duel. So I'm going to build it to where he is easily to summon. It's not like I gotta wait 2 turn, 3 turn. No, you can bring him out exactly 1 turn. So if you play it right, you can actually get him out turn 1. But the only restriction that I'm facing right now, but I'm trying to get over the hurdles, is you can only summon 1 monster if you use the effect of Numeron. The Numeron cards, Ritual and Calling. It restricts you to 1 summon, whether you summon on your opponent's field or yours. So we're going to go around that and try to do the setup turn 1. You get your Chaos Sonya on the field, you pop, he comes back, he does the burn, and you find a way to destroy him with a monster effect. So in order for his effect to go out to summon IC 1000, Numeronius have to be destroyed by a monster effect. So there are a few cards that you can use to destroy Sonya by a monster effect, such as Exile Force. So that's one of the spices I'm going to run in this deck. 3 copies of Exile Force would give me my setup for Numeronius. So he's pretty much good on his own because Numeron Ritual lets you summon him if a Sonya gets popped. If you have 5 level 12s on the field, you can just overlay them, no problem. But what deck can actually overlay using 5 level 12s? There are plenty of decks that you can actually overlay to summon him using 5 level 12s. So if I want to, I can show you a combo how to summon him without the use of Numeron Ritual. And you guaranteed to have 5 level 12s on the field with this method. So, but the deck currently right now that can summon Numeronius with 5 level 12s is actually Flower Cardian. Flower Cardians can bring him out no problem. But you have to wait another turn because their restriction to only summoning Flower Cardians. So you can wait next turn because all Flower Cardians have the effect of where when they're summoned, you draw and reveal it to your opponents. For Flower Cardian, summoning has the ability to special summon it, ignoring it in summoning conditions, or you just put it in your hand. But if it's not a Flower Cardian, it goes to the graveyard. And that's why I'm excited for Brothers of Legend, because you can actually bring him out using the 5 Karibo brothers. Yes, you can. So there are 2 card combo outside of the Karibo package that you can use to make all your Karibo brothers level 12. So that's if you want to go to bring him out without using Numeron Ritual. But summoning him without Numeron Ritual, he's just a basic 0 attacking defense, and he's just a body on the field with no attack. So it's kind of pointless to summon him using 5 level 12s. But I just want to share with you that it is achievable with these couple of decks. And I will have a deck profile in the next video, but I just want to share this short video of my next move in terms of deck building. And most of my focus is always OTK based. I'm never like meta. I know I keep saying this over and over in all my vids, but for those that join the channel and recently subscribed to me that haven't watched the videos from the beginning, I'm just mentioning that I play rogue and compete in meta using my methods and strategies, and that's what I'm sharing with you. So if you're excited to see the deck profile with this guy and his little brother, drop them comments down below, get them likes up, and don't forget to OTK that subscribe button. And we will have more content on this Numeron OTK using these 2 cards, and more detail about the deck is it will also prevent your opponent from attacking even if you don't have a good setup. And you're gonna plus for days, and you're gonna force your opponent to pretty much end his turn because he doesn't want you to plus. So, and this deck can actually play without Mystic Mind. You really don't need Mystic Mind because you're not finna stall. You trying to end your opponent in 2 or 3 turns. Why you need Mystic Mind for? You want a side deck, it fine. I have an alternative for that, but with this one, I'm probably going to go with the Mystic Mind. Just 1. Don't need too many. And stay tuned because your boy back on his OTK BS and shenanigans. So I appreciate all the love and appreciate all the support, all the more. So I know I'm kind of like nervous and haven't had a, recited before recording. This is just off the head. So, and then after the video and deck profile, we're going to share some combos with the Numerons too. I currently have a Numeron deck built, but it can OTK, but if your opponent have the right board, it's just at a complete disadvantage because I just built it for fun. So stay tuned, and let's get to it with the next video, and hope to see you all there. Alright guys, Rogue Scientist sign out.